Hey everybody, here's a little weather update for you. I was out for a long weekend. Was out last night helping sports shoot some softball, and so back in the realm of trying to get some videos on for you. We're going to talk about the change in the pattern from kind of wet weather we've had today into a drier, more summer-like pattern once we hit the weekend. And then next week, a typical summer pattern where we get the afternoon showers and storms. We'll talk about the temperatures, and then longer term, if we see maybe a chance of some stronger storms moving in, and then also what it looks like with our 6 to 10 and our 8 to 14 day temperature and precip probability. So we'll start though by showing you something that happened a long time ago. This was 31 years ago, actually, 31 years ago, June 2nd, 1990. Big tornado outbreak happened in this area. There were 37 tornadoes in Indiana that day. It's still to this day the biggest tornado outbreak in Indiana history. It actually started in eastern Illinois, and this tornado here was northwest of Willow Hill, Illinois. I wanted to give credit to Lori for sending this in to me. This was most likely the tornado that had gone through Newton, Illinois, as an F4 that day on the northwest side there of Willow Hill after it passed through Newton. So big day. Luckily, nobody in our immediate area was killed, but we did have fatalities in Petersburg, Indiana, and also in Bedford, Indiana, with some of those storms. So just a reminder that June is still a peak of storm season, even though we haven't had much severe weather so far this season. Drought monitor came out today. This is based through information through Tuesday, so it does not include the rain that we got today, and I'm going to talk about that rain in a second. But a lot of the area, matter of fact, the majority of the area is still what we call abnormally dry with the yellow shaded regions. However, we did get some beneficial rains in some of the southern and eastern areas today. These are some reports I got in, Vincennes, and again, there's been some more rain yet this evening in these areas, so some of these numbers will go up. But Vincennes, 2.69, Washington, 2 inches. Here at the TV station, we're actually in Farmersburg. We got 1.18. Bloomington, 1.43. And then Terre Haute, it was lighter the north, farther north you went, only about 1/3 of an inch in Terre Haute, but some pretty decent rainfall in some of our southern and eastern areas. Okay, let's talk about dew points. As the dew point drops, drier air will move in. It's going to take a little while. Dew points right now are in the 60s. As we head through tomorrow, they will slowly drop, and then as we get into the day Friday, it will come down. So as the dew point drops, we're going to shed some of the cloud cover, and we're going to get rid of some of the moisture. It's going to become a bit more comfortable with the dew points as we head into the day Friday, and then dew point numbers won't be way high for the weekend, but it's still going to be a bit on the muggy side. The wind, right now, there's a low pressure spinning just south of the area. We'll stop this for you tomorrow afternoon, Thursday afternoon, 4p. Fairly light on the wind out of the north. As we get into the day on Friday, the winds will pick up a little bit, but the key is the direction. They change to the southwest, and that will bring in some warmer air as we head for Friday and the weekend, and we're going to talk about that in a second. How about rainfall? Most of it is going to be about done. We'll have some scattered showers tonight. There'll be a few scattered showers and storms during the day Thursday. Any of that should end by the evening, so we'll stop the clock for you by 5p. Pretty much done at that point. The clouds will break up some as we get into the overnight for a Thursday night. Friday looks fine, and it looks like that's going to open the door for some good weather for the weekend as well. So again, any rain chances will be scattered between now and later in the afternoon, early evening on Thursday. So let's talk about a little bit longer term. This is the forecast map for 7 a.m. Saturday. The key is that big H, the high pressure right there across southern West Virginia. That's going to protect this area, keeping us dry once again and warming this up. So this is Saturday. This is Sunday. Once again, high pressure is the story. We'll take you into Monday. High pressure starts to go back to the southeast a little bit. So the return flow around, that's going to bring enough moisture in. We may start to get a few showers and storms developing. Here is the day on Tuesday. Once again, we've got almost a due south flow from the Gulf of Mexico, so we start getting moisture and those typical afternoon, evening type storms. And now this is the map then as we get into Wednesday. So we're definitely going to be warm. We're going to become more humid. And as we get more moisture in the atmosphere, rain chances will be increasing some as we head into the first and the middle of next week. Okay, I want to talk about temperatures now. This is forecast high temperatures. This would be through Friday. So we start warming back up. You can see a lot of low to mid 80s for forecast highs. This would be for Saturday, this coming weekend. Now we're getting into the mid, if not upper 80s for daytime highs. And now this would be forecast highs for Sunday. And we've got upper 80s, even pushing 90 degrees. So you get the idea. We're definitely going to be heating up as we head for Friday and the upcoming weekend. Now I wanted to show you a couple maps on here. We call this CAPE. Those of you who follow weather pretty closely know that this is basically energy in the atmosphere for severe weather. This is projected for Wednesday afternoon. If we see any stronger storms next week, probably Wednesday would be the day. And again, it's a long ways away. We'll watch, but the Cape values are fairly high. So maybe some stronger storms could develop next Wednesday. And then I wanted to show you, this is longer term now. There's a front, as you can see, the front pushing in, knocking that Cape down in the high plains. This is the long ways out. We'll see what happens, but this is about 10 days from now, getting into the 12th of the month, and it does show some pretty high Capes. So we have a couple shots, maybe some stronger storms in here in the next week to 10 days. It's something we'll keep an eye on. We're also going to see precip coming back after we get a break for a while. This is the 10-day precip total. This is off the European. You can see the heaviest amounts right here into the south. This is the GFS. Again, some pretty decent rain. So, you know, we're getting rain kind of when we need it. And now this is the Canadian. Again, a little bit lighter, but still not bad. So we definitely see some rain chances after we dry out Friday, Saturday, Sunday as we get into next week. Okay, last up, we're going to talk about the forecast and then the long-term probabilities. Here's what we have for you. A few showers on Thursday, dry Friday, Saturday, Sunday. There's those temperatures in the 80s, and then the typical scattered showers and storms that we get in the afternoon on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And if we're talking maybe some stronger storms, Wednesday would be the day we probably would focus more on. Okay, I'm going to end with the longer term now, 6 to 10 day temperature probability map. Obviously, we're talking above normal in temperatures. This is June 8 to 12. During that time period, though, remember, we've got the flow from the Gulf coming in, so we've got some rain. So even though we are talking warm, June 8 to 12 does look to be at least okay on getting some rainfall. This is now longer term. This is the 8 to 14 day. This is June 10 to 16. We have warmer than normal temperatures here, and then we start to dry out a little bit then, it looks like, after we get into about the 10th to the 16th with some drier weather moving in. So the good news is, if you like warm weather, we've got that coming in for Friday and the weekend, and then we get back into a pattern with some wet weather as we develop into next week. But overall, definitely looking at some warmer weather coming in over the next few days.